Hey guys, how's everything going? This is JSer. It's been a long time. And if you are building web apps, I think you're very familiar with the modal, right? When you click some button, there was a new pop-up and asking you to enter some information, and you click on it, and then you go to the next step. And also, you have this tooltip. You hover something, you get something displayed for extra information. And also, if you succeeded on something, you get some toast on top of the screen. These all kinds of like something in another layer aside from the page, and it's very difficult to implement. To be honest, I have tried, in multiple times. In each project, I think we're trying to recreate the whole modal system, tooltip, stuff like that. It's just time consuming. It's never worked right. I think it's very simple to get something displayed, but it takes much more time to get it right. There are a lot of accessibility issues you need to care about, and also like how the system you created cooperates with other systems like modals. I often find a situation that I create some modals and it conflicts with other system like tooltip, and they kind of overlap each other. Who is on top, and here is the Z index forever information, right? If you don't think about carefully, you would end up adding like some very huge Z index for some layer, and then it doesn't work for something new you added. So basically what I want to say is that it's very difficult to implement. Do not try to implement them. Use the existing solutions like all those design systems, all the open source framework. Use React. Do not try to implement by hand. It's very time consuming. I think if you are using some like UI framework, I think not as a lot. There are a lot of frameworks. Also, they have those accessibility concerns built in, and it will just help your life get easier. You don't need to worry about anything. But there's something new from Chrome. Is that like I think after I read the page, it's kind of they are embracing the best practices from the UI, the frameworks, and also the UI frameworks, and get them built in through the HTML. And I think that's fantastic, right? Remember, there is already a dialogue element that already supported by Safari as well. I haven't started using it yet. I think that dialogue element, it's purely UI, I think. And it's just for some dialogues, like I think it's modals, right? The pop-ups here, the Chrome tried to solve covers a huge variety of, like, I think it should be called layers other than the basic page. Modals, tooltips, toasts, popovers, stuff like that. We'll cover it. It's a very huge, long page. So basically, what you try to, the built-in pop-up API, the goal is to make it easier to display an element and its descendant up above the rest of the document. As I've explained in another video about how to create a modal system, I think it is the best practice that if you're using React, you are creating a modal, a component, and put that element with a portal and get the dependent at body or somewhere. So out of the basic componentry, it will be easier to handle the layering structure. You don't need to worry about Z-index like that. Yeah, and another goal is to make it accessible. This is a huge ton of effort. Do not try it, and you just need to understand what's kind of area a best practice you need to implement. Don't try it. Not require JavaScript for most of common behaviors. I think this doesn't matter much. I think because if you're using UI frameworks, this is already done, and we don't bother to add a few more JavaScript, right? Because in a web application, all those modal system is just one part of the application. It won't add too much. It is all those code are shared. It doesn't mean that for any modals you will add extra piece of code. It isn't like that. Okay, so for now it's only on the Canary, a Chrome Canary version. Yeah. So what does it mean? So you can see that this is the basic example. If you add popover here, it means that this part is a popover. You can put this HTML anywhere. It's kind of like the portal, right? You can put it anywhere inside of your React componentry, but it will finally get rendered to the specific location in the DOM. But it's agnostic to your code. You don't need to worry about it. And this one, like, this is the trigger. So you declare the popover and declare the popover toggle target. You can see, but I don't think it's a good name, but you can see that semantically, this button controls the state of this popover, whether it's open or not. So it's not shipped yet. Okay, let's just take a look at the video here. You know what? I think I've opened the Canary. Okay, let's use the Canary here. Let's copy the link. Yeah. Cool. I think it should work. So yeah, after I click it, you can see the pop-up shows up, and then click anywhere outside of pop-up, it will disappear. So for the basic example, if you want to show just pop-up, you don't need any JavaScript, and this is awesome, I think. Yeah. And also the syntax looks like what we're doing in React, right? The most powerful, the biggest benefit we get from React is getting everything declarative, and so the internal state stuff, get it hidden inside of your app, inside of the framework. Here, it is inside of the framework of the HTML engine for the browser. So this is the trigger. Control this pop-up. Super easy. Super cool. And you can see here is that this is the dialog. You can see you can actually inspect it. It means that it works like the portal. You put it here, but it actually you will, by the browser, you will put it outside of the HTML. It's top layer. Wait, it is pop? It's not HTML, I think. Promoted above the document. Wow, it's cool. So it's really cool. It's above the document. You don't need to have to manage Z-index. Worry about where pop-up is the DOM. It's just on top. I love it. It's just like a stack. Cool. Like dismiss, and by this we could do something. What is that? Demo. Yeah. Floating button. Yeah. Fixed position. You can see that even you set the very large number, the pop-up will also get on top of the page. So the Z-index problem. Maybe we should just disable the Z-index attribute. It just doesn't feel right. Cool. And also, the pop-up has a backdrop, pseudo element. I think I've covered this backdrop on my channel. If you search on it, it could help us create some nice glass effect, those blurring effect. Okay, styling the component. So here is a nice effect, right? So by default, it is hidden. But if you set display block, by default, this popover, it will display like here. It will show. But one thing to notice is that by default, it will display center, and with the, I think it's fixed or something. So it is not inside of the DOM tree. It is in the DOM tree, but I mean it will not cause reflow by the toggling. You can see the button, the position doesn't change, and we have this like effect of transition, and it is super cool. I like it. What is this? If you want a pop-up to be shown on load, you can see default open. Somehow it is not working here. Pop it back up. Yeah, rerun. Okay. You can style it just if it is a fixed element. Reveal code, and also you can set whole overlay as a pop-up and then do some custom elements inside of it. Pretty cool. Yeah, here is just some animation stuff, transition. And also this is you can have separate target. Before it is popover toggle target. Now we can set show target. So meaning this button is only focusing on showing the pop-up. And this one popover hide target is just like this one. You can create a button inside of the popover and hide it. So it is pretty cool, huh? Well, as I said, if you're using some React UI framework or do it by yourself, you should be able to have this simple syntax as well. Popover hover target. Yeah, let's see, hovering. Oh yeah, if you hover it, it shows something like this. Pretty cool. How does it work? This is not something standardized yet. Yeah, popover target. Okay, this is some polyfill. You can see on hover, pointer, enter. Wow, I think I need to do some episodes about pointer events. Still, now it's still using mouse event. It's buggy, difficult to manage. Yeah, but anyway, this means that when you hover it, we set a timeout and then we show it. Cool. Types of pop-up. So yeah, it covers. Oh yeah, that means that pop-up. There's a we can set value to the popover. Default is auto. If we set it to like say manual, if we set manual, we cannot close the modal pop-up by clicking somewhere else. So it's, I think for most of the time we need this kind of behavior. I actually don't like the click to close stuff. It's not clear, and sometimes it's not consistent across the web app if you have some mandatory confirmation, right? Cool. Anyway, you can set the manual to do everything by yourself, meaning there's no auto something. JavaScript API should popover have popover, and there's an event called popover show, popover hide, and to check where the pop-up is in the top layer. Oh, this is interesting. Match is open. So, what is it? This thing has pop-up with audio pop-up. So when you JavaScript play audio, interesting. Is the top layer open? I think we can have multiple ones, right? Is there something here? Reveal code. Oh no, we have some multiple. Yeah. If we have some multiple one, actually. Oh, this is interesting. But we can. This is popover. So let's check if it is open. Matches open. True. And this one, I think popover. And another one. This one. This is another popover. Yeah. Yeah, so it means that all of them are matches open. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's true. But I just kind of confused. It says the top layer. So everything, this one is also all top layer. Cool, manual, yeah. Accessibility. So this accessibility stuff is built in. Show me, you can see that this is auto-focused. This is by the autofocus, I guess auto focus attribute. Yeah, and then if you tap it, we don't know. Okay, this one, yeah, tap it. This is all done by default. Yeah, this is cool, but one thing I noticed that if you press Shift Tab, it will go away. I'm not sure this is a bug or intentional behavior. Cool, this is really cool. And sometimes this is very hard to implement because you need to consider whether the input is disabled or not. Some list stuff, yeah, it's really time consuming. Anchoring. This is pop-up. Basically for modal, we put it in the center of the screen. But for anchoring, like if you are doing some tooltip stuff like that, this CSS anchoring positioning CSS anchor positioning is really cool. API allow us to place some elements based on a target element. Wow, this is really cool. This is interesting. Anchor, yeah. Yeah. But it's not ready. It is ready. Oh no, it's still in draft. Cool. Yeah. So basically, let's take a look at this example. No. The position of the boat responds to the anchor position in the viewport. Where it is anchoring. And the boat, this is the control. Anchor, let's see the anchor name, anchor fallback. Oh, anchor name. Okay, so this is already anchoring. This is nice. Anchored. So this is anchored. This. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. So you can see the anchor here. This is the anchor target, and the boat. How can I close it? You can see the boat is anchored to this anchor. So the anchor, if we change the position of anchor, it will try to place itself nicely to this anchor, right? You can see we cannot put it on top because it will be overflowed. So here you can see, wow, this is pretty cool. So it will be tried to place in the viewport. Wow, really nice. Cool. Notification. This is a toast. Yeah, this is simple. We put it Popover manual and show it. After a delay, we hide it, and with some transition. Cool. This is toast. Oh, this is not toast? I thought this is toast. Notification. Okay. This is called, I would call it toast. Anyway. Nested menu. Here. So this is cool. This is not hard to implement actually. Just some layer with positioning technique. Media pop-up. This is pretty common. Wiki style pop-up. This hovering. Okay, this is cool. I like to know how this nice small transition is done. CSS transition, opacity. Okay, transform width. Okay, so this is a transform. Oh, sorry. Sorry, my charger. I want to know how he implemented these things. Opacity, transition opacity, transform. Okay, where is this width set? Is this set in JavaScript? Okay. Hide. Okay. Offset. Is there offset? Where is offset? Is set in JavaScript? Offset. No. Where is offset? Oh, here. Okay. Popover left, right, offset. Okay, right. Where is right? Okay. Oh, add the class name. Okay, so when the tooltip showed, it will add the class name right or left, and after the left right is added, we will set the offset, and then the transform will the transition will kick in, and you can see here the translation will be calculated. Yeah. Wait a minute, I'm still not sure. How did it work? The hover it, you can see there's an offset. It comes from below. So if it's from, there's transition, transform from offset. I don't know. Popover. Oh, okay. Sorry. This is the initial position. This is an initial transform, and this is the target. This is the final position, and it gets transition. Okay, cool. Got it. Navigation drawer. Yeah. I tried to implement this once in mobile phone. It's just a disaster. Manage the backdrops. Huh? What is this? All right. So yeah, custom cursor pop-up. I don't know what it is doing, so it's not supported yet. Oh, okay. So this basically means that he is promoting the canvas as a popover, and in the canvas it will draw this cursor customized. Yeah. Action sheet. Oh, I tried to implement this in the mobile as well. It's not that hard. Wow, this drag thing. Oh, I never implemented. It's cool. Keyboard activated. Oh, this is the pure calling JavaScript API and listening to the keyboard event. Timed pop-up. Screensaver. Caret flow. Follow. Oh yeah. This is not difficult. Yeah, you can actually use a global layer, and on key type, you can get actually the caret position and calculate the position relative to the window and set it. It's not hard. And here you can use the show pop-up as well. Wow, this is cool. Floating action button. This could be the popover as well. Cool. So basically anything with this API, anything other than the page, not inside the page, could be implemented by this. And he has this abstract show, hide, toggle, accessibility, stuff like that, and all built in. And I think it is just pretty cool. And yeah, it will simplify our implementations in our web app, possibly for the design system as well. Yeah, looking forward to get tested and launch someday. Cool. And yeah, that's it. See you next time. Bye bye.